Can you hear that? Running water, wind, mosquitoes. This is the perfect summer combination. And for me, it's time to go outside in the nature and spend their time for a bushcraft overnighter. I've got a tip for a beautiful piece of nature where everything is like it's never touched by a human hand, naturally wild, and inside is a creek, which makes it so beautiful. I only saw photos before, and today it's time for me to explore this piece of nature and spend their time for a bushcraft overnighter. And I'm not alone today. I have a subscriber of mine with me because I am giving them a bushcraft course. And this subscriber is also well handled with the camera, which means that I never have to touch the camera at this trip, which is great for me. So the backpacks are packed, everything is ready. Let's start. It looks pretty wild there, and I don't want to run through a nettle field. And because of this, I walk now through the creek, because walking in the water is mostly the easiest path. I saw that there is a tree over the creek. There is no coming through, and my clever dog just made the decision to walk right up there because there is the only free way. Good. Sehr schön. Über Eike, hopp, hopp. Warte. Gut. As soon as you are deeper in the forest, it's like the mosquitoes want to kill you, eat you alive. It's so horrible. So I'm covered with mosquito spray. I have mosquito gloves on. I have a mosquito head. I will roll up this net later, and then I have this net covered my head till my shoulders. I extra bought this head for this trip because I saw before that there's a lot of water. A lot of water, especially standing water, means that this is a perfect mosquito breeding area. And this year it's really massive, it's really huge because the spring was so wet, and also the early summer, a lot of rain, and so much rain that it's standing over the meadows and into the forest everywhere. And yeah, this is perfectly for mosquitoes. So I say there is no need that we have mosquitoes in our world, but I know that there are people that say, oh yes, mosquitoes are also produced by God and they can also live. Yeah, I also know that mosquitoes are eaten by flies? No. Yeah, I think the word is flat, the flying mouse. You know what I mean. So, but there is those here in the forest, and I normally love the sound because these are thousands of insects like bumblebees and flies and normal bees. But here, those are millions of mosquitoes. Can you see this area there? Maybe this is my spot for the night, because I brought my hammock with mosquito tent wisely, and so I have to look that the space between of the trees is good for the hammock. And here by the spruce trees it's perfect, and I also love the green, the combination out of grass and moss. It's like a cozy atmosphere, I think. So, and it's also easy to walk in the water, but at first I want to walk upstairs against the water line and check out the other area, because I don't find here in Germany often places like this which are so naturally, and I want to explore it. Dog owners know this problem. When you are outside with a dog, you have to carry much more, all the dog equipment, food, etc. You need more space in your backpack, and it's more weight. So I thought it would be great if Aika could carry a little bit of her own, and I brought here this beautiful dog carrier. It's new. I have it now for around 3 weeks, and it's with model system. I can add here different pockets. I need bigger one for the future, but I really love it. Here's a hand carrier if you have to carry the dog over something where it can't walk. And it has a metal closing system, which I really like. And yeah, here inside is a little bit of her food. But in the future I want that Aika carries her whole stuff, also maybe sleeping bag or something that she needs. Today I brought an extra hammock for her, but I fixed it at the ground because I cannot put her up into my hammock, and it's also not enough space. But I don't want that she have to lay in those mosquito area. Because of this, she has her own mosquito net. Yeah, I really love this carrier. If you are interested in, I add it in my video description. This side here is also very beautiful. Not so green like the other side, but very bright, great tree and great tree differences for the hammock. But I make the decision that I walk up without my backpack, because my backpack is really heavy, and yeah, I just want to walk without it. If I find a better spot there, I have to come back and walk the double way and bring my backpack up. But yeah, just try it out and maybe we can explore. There's something more beautiful. Let's go. Come, Aika. Let's go. I would say we walk until it's getting too, yeah, you know, when we can't walk through the water or at the side, we came back because I don't want to be covered with dirt, because I have to sleep into this clothes. So let's go. Na komm. Super. Da hinten kann es auch schön sein. Das da hinten. Das schaut auch relativ wild aus. Müssen wir uns mal anschauen. Aber ich glaube, untenrum brauchen wir nicht gehen. Komm. Often the easiest way is the way where the wildlife also walks this year, the wildlife track, because they always search the easiest and uncomplicated way. Look at this, so beautiful. In the middle of the creek is this fallen spruce tree, and the creek flows now at this end of the side, because this here is in the middle. You can see the branches, they are still there. Nice. Oh man. Whew. Hallo Frosch. Oh Gott. Bah. Bah. Look, this beautiful meadow, here the stone side, nice, absolutely nice. You know, you always find the best spots where you can stay absolutely in peace when it's very uncomfortable to reach, like here with those hills and fallen trees everywhere. Ah! And a lot of mosquitoes. Not many people will stay there. And I can absolutely understand them. I hate mosquitoes. I want to go back now, because here in the background it's very wild. We have two different creeks that coming here together, and I think I want to explore the rest of it at another day, because my bushcraft course partner already is going backwards, because here are double so much mosquitoes than at the other area, and it was too much for him, so I will go back too. I found something useful here at this dead leaf tree are growing tinder mushrooms. So like this we call it in Germany, and the people in the Stone Age used them to carry tinder, and today we will use it to bring away all these mosquitoes, because if you make fire at this mushroom, it will bring a lot of smoke, and with the smoke the mosquitoes can't smell us. Let's try if it works. It looks completely untouched here, but there is a pipe and there is a concrete ring. I have no idea how they brought it here, but let's check it out. Curious. At first I only saw this pipe, but then I noticed here in the background is a rotten hut. And I have no idea how they brought this stuff here, because there's no way, no easy path. Maybe it's a bushcraft camp. Let's check it out. I think the pipes are from this hut, because there is something which looks like a concrete creek. This fallen tree destroyed it almost, but the tree is growing. It's a willow tree, so maybe it's not too long ago. But there is a cringe smell. Let's see if something is inside. There is nothing interesting visible, but let's check out the other side. And can you see this hole here? The ground looks like complete flat. Maybe there is a fox hut under it. It had a window, but you cannot see more. But there are everywhere pieces of glass. It had a horseshoe, and it's fixed at the wrong side, but I can't put it at the right side. Maybe this is the reason why the hut is destroyed. It brings luck if you have the horseshoe open at the other side, that the open area is on top, because then the luck can fall inside. Now the luck will fall outside. So this is typical in German. I don't know if other countries have this too, but yeah, the wrong side. Here is something that looked like they're searching for groundwater. So now I think I know what this was, because here is a structure in the ground which is too perfect that it could be from nature. It looks like from human hand, and I think this was a fisher hut, because this here looks like that this was an old not sea. In German, the word for lake is sea. No, yeah, and sea means in English the ocean. So, I think this was a fish hut. But now the question is, how long is it not used from humans? What do you think? Because I think it's made out of spruce trees, and this don't last so long. So it would be really interesting. What do you think, how long there was no human inside here for using it? But the question is, I think the pipes are to fill up here those lakes, there is already no water inside. That means for me that rainwater is not enough to fill it up. But how can they bring the water here? Because all the pipes are so high above the creek, like a meter, 1.5 meters above the creek, and with no pressure behind. How can they bring the water high? You know, it's not falling down like physics told you that it will run. It's high. I don't know. Maybe in the past there was more water and then it's easier to bring the water in the pipes here. I have no idea. Now it's creepy. This here is from the roof to collect the rainwater, and there is something like a kitchen pot. But look at the other side. There's a car, a rotten car, middle in the nowhere in the creek. Isn't this strange? Okay. I really saw a lot in the woods, but never a car in a creek in the middle of nowhere with no roads or paths around. This is absolutely crazy. Why does someone leave this car here behind? Maybe some of you know what brand this is. And when you look in the background, the trees are not so old, maybe 30, 40, 50 years. Maybe in the past there was a road, but yeah, today not. They have no idea why they left this car in the woods. Maybe they had an accident or the car was broken and they can't bring it outside. This is really, really strange. Maybe they had the car stolen and left it in the creek. There is also something huge. Maybe this was for the baby fishes. More questions than answers. Let's go back to the spot where we want camp. Here is also something. Here is forest sour clover. It's edible. Like the name tell us, it's sour. And in the spring it has beautiful small white flowers. They are also edible. So if you run through the forest and have nothing to eat, check out if you find this one, but don't eat too much from it. And they are growing into wet, mossy forests. Now I have eaten something from the ground, and many people are always afraid from the fox tapeworm, which can kill you, and you can get it from eating wild plants. You have to know that the fox always sits on higher places, like a tree stump, a small hill, a higher stone, everything which is higher than the rest of the ground. Because the fox marks like this his area. So he sits around his area to create a fence, an invisible fence or smelling fence for other foxes, that this is his area. So if you want to pick something in the woods, don't pick it from upper areas. So not when a strawberry grows on a tree stump, no. When a strawberry grows on a meadow, yes. So the fox tapeworm comes to the plant when the fox shit on this plant. And then there are these eggs inside, and if you eat it, you have it inside and it will destroy all your orchards. So if you want to be for 100% sure, you have to cook it for several minutes. Then the fox tapeworm will also be dead. But if you eat it fresh, the chance, if you don't pick it from higher area, is rare, but it is possible that you get the fox tapeworm. If you want to be sure, cook it for several minutes. Like this, we are sleeping tonight. I sleep in the Ticket to the Moon and my companion in the Hammock. So this is a complete different sleeping system because I don't use it so often, and because of this I want to show it to you. So this system works different. Normally you sleep between the hangers, so head here, foot here, or different. But here you sleep at the complete other side. In a normal hammock, when you lay inside, the top will cover your head because of your weight, and this could not happen here. So you can already sit inside. It's so cool. So there is the sleeping bed pad integrated, but for carrying you have to remove it and carry it in an extra bag. Ja, da bist du auch gleich dabei, Eika, gell? So the hammock is also mine, but I don't use it so often because it has a lot of volume when you have to carry it. You have one bag for the tarp, one for the isolation bed, and one for the hammock itself. And complete together, it's such a thing. And in the summer months, I don't carry so much stuff around. That means also I don't have a big backpack with me. And this is always, yeah, a little bit different. So I don't use it so often. The Ticket to the Moon hammock is much smaller. It fits in a banana bag that I want to show you. So I just can add this everywhere, also on the outside of my backpack if I don't have enough space, which is great if you don't want to carry so much stuff. This here is the carrying pocket from the Ticket to the Moon, the banana pocket, and you just can add your hammock inside, and the carabiner will look outside, one of them, and then you just can hang it outside from your backpack if you want. So, and the carrying system, this here is a minimal carrying system. This will also fit inside if you have other fixing system, because the Ticket to the Moon has many different fixing systems. You have to put it outside of the bag. This here is Eika's sleeping place, and as you can see, the mosquitoes also bite here, especially the nose and at the ears. So I always thought dogs with long hairs aren't bite from mosquitoes, but I was wrong. So, and this here is normally a hammock. So it's not created for using at the ground. I have to modify it, but it works. I had a hammock in the past that is also usable for sleeping at the ground. It was from DD, and this has this fixed parts where you can put sticks inside the ground, but I don't have it anymore. And so this is the cheap one that I've bought or get from Temu. And after the last video, a lot wrote, oh, Temu isn't good because the working areas are not good, etc. You are right. But if you buy at Amazon or Co, AliExpress, whatever, everything is produced in the same factories. The people get the same money. Also by the electric bikes, there are also components that are looks a little bit different, but are from the same factory. And yeah, you know, products from Taiwan and China, they are all, yeah, under the same conditions. a small view over our equipment. So, sleeping bag from Grünzibag, also sleeping bag, a Rhino rescue set. I want to show it to you later because it's pretty good. Hammock, tarp, and this is my backpack when I have a lot of equipment, especially in the winter months. Only the winter sleeping bag is so big. So today it has my accompany. It's from Wisport. It's also used from the Polish army. There is a lot of space inside. You can also add these 2 pockets here. Molly system everywhere. And it has a great carrying system. Here you can hold it like this if you want. And this here is to protect your hips and shoulder and back from the weight. You can create like your back is, so pretty good. This is a trash bag. I always bring my trash back home, and it's also good if someone came into your camp and they see it's clean, nothing lays around, all the trash is inside. It's pretty good. And I also always collect trash from other people. Sorry. This here is my summer backpack because there is not so much space inside. It's the Fjällräven Stuben. It's not available in this like it is anymore. So they upgraded it and they put you the other backpack also in the video description. You can also use it as a hunting backpack. It has this orange collar inside and it's with a metal carrying systems around it, and because of this it's not so lightweighted, but there is a pillow with it. I don't have it today with me. You can add it here and then you can sit down at your backpack. So it looks like, yeah, more traditional bushcraft, and I really love the style from leather and cotton. And then we came to the tools. So an empty clean canteen because this creek here is, yeah, it's come direct out of the stones, so the water should be pretty fresh. Tinder mushroom, natural gone. When I create something outdoors that I won't let stand after I go home, I always use natural gone and not paracord because this is plastic and I don't want to leave any trash in the nature. Axe, my best one. I have 2 of them. So, and then shovel for digging from your, yeah, you know, and also if you want to create something. A burning glass, here's oil inside. Then I have those titan spoon. Piexon, JPX, this is a pepper pistol, which is legally here in Germany, and my companion is more afraid from wild boars than me, so I brought this one today. But I also have it always with me. This here is the Silki Nata, a machete. And I can tell you, this is such a great tool. It's pretty heavy, but it's good that it's heavy. You can work so easy with it. I will demonstrate it later. So then a cup, it's a mix from plastic and wood, so it's pretty lightweighted. Then gloves. People always write me, why you don't wear gloves while working? I have it with me, but most I don't put it on. Flashlight. But this here is normally only when I am searching for something in the night or when I have to go home, because in the camp I use the headlight with red light. So paracord, this here is from Bushcraft Spain. It's a pocket where you can put a lot of food inside or something else. It has here also extra pockets outside for spoon or something. And inside is a pot from Bushcraft Spain. You will see it later. This here is the hammock fixing system. Sorry, a bigger one. Then mosquito spray. I have a lot of them at home, but I was not sure today if they have a day when they are not good anymore, like food. Maybe what is inside isn't working so well if you have it for a long time home. So I ran to the store today and want to buy another one. But they are all sold out because it's so bad this year with the mosquitoes. So I've bought a cream, which is also for mosquito protection. I'll show it later. If they already had bite you, I have this SOS cream. So here we have A knife from a friend of mine designed, from Czech Knife. He's also doing bushcraft videos. You will see it later. The Silki saw, my best one. It's so easy to work with it because of this huge size, and it works, yeah, you can saw like butter through a wood. I really love it. I have it in different sizes. There is also one which is only so small, it fits in the pocket. I will also put the link in the video description. So, and this here is a cotton top, a waxed cotton top, also from Bushcraft Spain, with this great leather. And so I brought it because I thought it will rain today, but actually it looks like it shouldn't rain. So maybe I don't fix it because, yeah, maybe we don't need it. Yeah, later you will see the different tools in working process, and also this here. Most people don't have a great first aid kit with them because nothing happens always, and yeah, you know, but when something happens, it could be that something bad happened. You work with the axe, with the saw, it could happen that you have a deep wound, and for this reason I bought this Rhino Rescue set. It's the trauma kit. I bought it at my own, so it's no advertising. I fix it always outside of my backpack with the smaller system here, that you can reach it very fast, and it has here those tourniquet, which is very, very important for deep wounds. And I don't pack it outside because it's not so nice packed inside. I just show you a picture there, what's inside. And this is the small one. I have a bigger one in my car. So when you need this, it's most so bad that you need an helicopter. But yeah, I'm so far away from civilization always when I'm outdoors and mostly alone. So it's very important that I can help myself till I reach help. Eika, hast du Hunger? Hast du Hunger? Hm? Willst du was fressen? Warte mal, warte. Na komm. Ach, bin ich blöd. So. Tada. Riecht es gut? For outdoors I have this dried food for Eika because it's not so heavy and it fits in their pockets. So if you brought those aluminium food, which is inside of this aluminium cans, you always have to bring so much trash home, and it's also heavier. So when water is around, this food is great. When there is no water around, this would be too dry for her. So I have to carry extra water for her food. So like this, it's perfect. And yeah, actually she loves this dried food. Normally she's so picky. Other dogs eat everything. They eat almost carrots or bananas. And I bought her the expensive food and she doesn't eat it. The cats eat it afterwards. So, and when I bought cheap food, she loves it. So yeah, normally I always have to say, Eika, can you please eat it? Please eat it. We made the decision that we fixed those tarp. It will not rain, but I think it's such a primitive instinct from the Stone Age that we feel safer when we have something around like a house, a wall, like a tent. We are not safer in a tent if you have no insect phobia. If you have dangerous animals around like a bear, a tent will be no protection from this animal. But we feel safer inside, and then it's also more comfortable. So, and because of this, we fixed this tarp. This is the Oilskin tarp from Bushcraft Spain. It's waxed cotton. It's pretty heavy, but they just produce traditional bushcraft gear, and it's so great. So I love this style, I love this product, and I already tested the cowboy bedroll from them. I wrote an article about it in the survival magazine. You can roll it up, have a little carrier with you, a blanket inside. You will not get dirty, you will not get wet. It's so simple but great. Yeah, and under this tarp I have here this DD. It's the magic carpet. It's only 1.5 meters, so pretty small. I want to use it under my hammock because I don't like dirt into my hammock, so I always put this under it that I can turn off my shoes and get no dirt inside. And now we use it to sit here. That you may ask, it's already nice, but I don't want to get it wetter. Maybe you think now it's a little bit curious. Someone paid me that he can come with me to a bushcraft trip and I teach them everything. And then I watch them working. But yeah, this is it. You know me, I'm always also working. I can't stand still. But yeah, if you want to dig deep into the bushcraft topic and feel everything and learn everything, you have to work, you have to do something. And when I have done everything right, you go in the evening in the bed and are completely tired. Yeah, he has done a lot of work. This is great firewood. And look at Aika. She is lying so sad beside because she don't get any stick. So my companion squeezed his fingers with the stones in the creek. So I started fire. Normally when I give courses, 9 other people start the fire because it's a great feeling if you can start a fire by yourself, but it's no problem. So I have birch bark with me, a big piece, and also those very small parts which are nearly visible to look through. So fine are they, because they are a great fire starter. And under it I have a piece of bark, because otherwise you will work in the dirt and maybe make the fire out at your own. So, and then I have different lighter with me, because here everyone has his favorite. I always think that this Light My Fire lighters are the best for beginners because they are very easy to use. But I also have different ones, and often also one at the knife. Let me show you what the person that I'm giving the course today is bringing for food. It's something very delicious. Normally we planned another project, how we prepare it, how we cook it, but because of the time it's not possible today. I will come back here for a separate video to create this project because I really want to do it. But I show you what we have for lunch. So, einmal essen bitte. Gerade noch. This here is a very, very delicious part of meat. It is cow. It is the last piece, the last part from the hip from the cow, and this is a piece that really, really tastes good. It's already prepared with oil and spices, so I think it would taste delicious. It's big enough that I'm pretty sure that Eike also got a piece. So, like I said, normally we want to prepare it in a different way, but now we have to create something else. We just cut it into pieces and then put it into hot oil, and later we already cook it. So, when I watch this, I'm really hungry. We cutted the meat. It was a little bit difficult without a board under it, and carrots, and here behind is oil and a little bit of extra spices. And here is the pot where I'm talking about before, a big pot. I think I never tried this piece of meat before, maybe I don't know it, but it looks pretty great because you can see the white fat around there, and when I'm looking for a steak I always choose them which fat inside. Other people always choose this one which is just pink without any fat inside, but I think it tastes much better with fat. This morning I thought about packing a pan into my backpack, but then I thought no, it's already so full, let it home. Yeah, because I thought we are cooking in a different way. So now we don't have enough space. I have to cook one piece and then the next, and then I bring them outside again to the next one inside, and when all of those pieces are ready, I put them all together with water back in the pot. Oh. Nicht gewusst, dass du filmst. ob das noch hält. Nein. Oh, heiß. So heiß hier. Eika, da gibt es jetzt ein gutes Stück für dich. Na komm, jetzt da. Da schau her. Fein. Ist gut, oder? Ja. 3 minutes and then is the meat ready. I tried before such a small piece of fat and it tastes so good. I can't wait till it's ready. It's now 21 o'clock in the evening and outside there is still daylight, but here inside of the wood it's only a little bit of light, a little bit is left. So it's midsummer now, and it's the best time of the year, I think, because now you have a lot of time from the summer before you, but the cereals on the field are now ready to be harvested. And when I see when they harvest the cereals, I'm always a little bit sad because I know the summer is now full there, and I always think you have to use the time of the summer yet, because later it's too late. I must out of my wet shoes now because now it's really, really uncomfortable and I almost got frog feet. Yeah, I know that it would be very ugly to climb tomorrow into my wet shoes because they don't dry over the night. I could try to bring them close to the fire, but they are out of leather. Yeah, maybe not the best idea. Yeah, the fire is pretty bright here now. Like I told you, it's almost pretty dark here inside, but the camera doesn't show it because the objective that I have put on the camera has a great arrest light filter, which makes the video much brighter than it really is. So it's always a little bit of confusing when you see it brighter than it is in reality. Oh, ich komme nicht ran. Danke. Wie fein willst du? Willst du es in der Semmel oder so? Was? Ein Streifen. Eine Sonderwünsche. Du meinst, weil ich vorhin gesagt habe, ich schaue beim Arbeiten zu, musst du das jetzt genauso machen, oder? brauchst gar nicht mehr ein Stück Fleisch hypnotisieren. Du kriegst dann schon noch was. Oh, schmeckt verdammt geil. Mach's jetzt. Sitz. So is fine. I put Aika a small flashlight at her collar because with that I can see her in the night. Normally she always stay with me here at the camp. So also when it's not dark you can see it before. She always lay here at my side in the camp. She never walked around and also never somewhere where I can't see her. So I don't train this. I would have trained this, but she just do it intuitive. She just do it at herself without anything that I have to say to her. And this is so perfect. I just can't say more and more. Aika is such a perfect dog. She knows exactly what I'm wanting from her without words. And yeah, if you have a dog like this, it's like a blessing. Yeah, and also I don't want to call her loudly in the night because I don't want to disturb the wildlife. So the fires already are disturbing and my presence here, but I don't want to do more. And so I just can locate here. And it's also a protection for the hunter. Many hunters cannot see the difference between a rabbit or a cat. So the neighbor cat in Italy in my home was killed by a hunter because he thought it was a rabbit. And here in Germany a few weeks ago a hunter shot a full-grown horse because he thought it was a wild boar. Totally crazy. So, and yeah, maybe it's also a little bit of protection that she's more visible. In a few minutes the sun is completely away and then the darkness will come like a blanket here over the forest. Look how much glowing worms there are around. So beautiful. The last piece of meat is away. It was so delicious. I have to make a lunch break, a real break, because at the other side of the creek there are hundreds of glowworms. I don't know if this is the right translation. In German we call it Glühwürmchen, which means glowworm. So these are insects that are flying around in June and July, and the male has this, they produce this light, and with this light they want that the females can see them. And yeah, the season is away in a month or two, and then they just flying around without light. It's so beautiful. I was not able to film it with my camera, but I can film it with the I had filmed it with the mobile phone, and I show it to you here. So it looks like they are dancing and it's just so beautiful. So we just had a topic here at the campfire that I really think I had to also tell you. So normally what was told at the campfire stays at the campfire, but I really want to say this one time. I always thought, oh no, I can't say this, but yeah, today is the day. So let's talk about YouTube thumbnails. Thumbnails are those pictures that you see when you scroll through the videos and you think, wow, that's a great photo. I just click inside of the video because this looks like a great video. So, and let's talk about clickbait. At first, I wanna tell you, yes, I know I also do clickbait. Sometimes I have videos where you can see a little bit more of my body, like in bikini or something else. But it's always a photo like this that I'm not ashamed of if my kids or parents of their friends could see. So it's always in clothes and sometimes in underwear, but underwear is for me the same as in bikini, what I want to wear in the at the beach. So it's okay for me if someone is around in bikini, because yeah, it's completely natural. And I would also have no problem if someone around would run naked, because it's their thing, and yeah, it's like God made them, and that's completely normal for me if it's not sexual. So, and around 2 or 3 years ago, I noticed that there is a change in outdoor videos, because normally people are just going to the forest and doing their thing and creating stuff and so, but yeah, around 2 or 3 years, all those Thailand or Vietnamese women are blowing up like mushrooms, and most of them has such sexual photos where I am as a woman are really ashamed of, really. So I don't know if they are from Vietnam or Thailand or China, I have no idea, and this is also nothing racist, it's just a fact. And they are often they are in the creek and they create photos like this. So I am full clothed now and they are naked. They have their legs wide open that you can see directly to their puss. And there's only a small pixel on top that when someone sees this, the person thinks, oh, they are naked. I have to click inside of this video because I like this or whatever. So one has a wooden vibrator in the hand and also the legs wide open and naked. And so also around 2 or 3 years YouTube made changement in their rules, and each user, each YouTuber got a notification that they will work now against sexual profile pictures, thumbnails, and everything what is too sexy, you know. And I read this and I thought, okay, so they really want to do it this way, and if I would create something like this, my channel would have a damage because of it. But yeah, YouTube changed nothing, because in this time more and more channels like this are blowing up at YouTube. And yeah, mostly it's the same that they are showing. So they are going out, they are in the jungle, and they are clearly naked, and then in 24 hours they create a tree house with 2 different areas and a pond with fishes and whatever. Anyone who is working and who is outdoors knows exactly that this is not possible to do it in this time, not for a woman, not in this time, not alone. So it's fully faked, but it's getting thousands of views. And I really think about how silly the people are. Didn't they notice that this is all fake? Or are they just here to enjoy the naked show or whatever? I have no idea. And then there is another channel which is coming around in 3 years to 1 million subscribers. And no, I have no problem with other YouTubers that get more views or more subscribers, because I know it's a lot of work, but it's something like outdoors, Marusa, and in each video of her you can see her nipples, in each videos. And I also noticed that this cannot be their real nipples. She has something inside which is always standing up, like a bee is sticking there inside, and she always has shirts where they can exactly see it. And then she has this small pants with the S form, and it's like you can see directly in the black hole from her ass, because you can see everything. And yeah, I think there is the difference between a woman that knows that she's looking good and is playing a little bit with this, and other women that are so nutty that each woman can only be ashamed of. And so I don't like it. I don't think it's sexy. It's just a piece of trash when a woman is acting like this. And I really think each human is something worth. And if you are acting like this, you acting like you are nothing worth. And I really hate it. So I cannot understand it. Yeah, this is something that I want to say a long time, but I always had my mouth closed because I think, I could hurt someone, or I could, someone isn't, doesn't think the same way. Yeah, so feel free to write in the comments what do you think about this channel, about these channels. I'm pretty sure you noticed this. I don't think it's the right way. Of course, this video is also a clickbait video because of the photo, but yeah, there is a line that shouldn't be overwalked. Ja, was ist das, Eika? Nein, 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 nein. Es ist nur ein kleines Kauzi. Mach Platz! Ich habe gesagt, es ist nein. Es ist nur eine Eule oder ein Kauz. Es ist alles gut. Mach wieder Platz. Ja, ist schon gut. Es ist gut. Schon gut. Ja, schon gut. Komm her. Komm her. Komm her. Eika. So ist fein. Du hast gut aufgepasst, gell? Kriegst du noch Fuchsscheiße? Du hast aber Glück gehabt. Saubär. Can you hear Eika's? She's so tired now. She doesn't even notice when I say her name, Eika. Nothing. No shivering from the ear, no movement to my side, nothing. So I put the small tarp here hours ago because I thought we can sit there, that our ass don't get wet. But Eika thought this was the place for her, and several times walking with her wet and dirty feet around above the tarp. So we let it for her, and now I was so friendly to give her a sleeping bag because it's cold now for her, and now she is in heaven. Yeah. It's a little bit too silent here. I thought in this area, which would be perfect for wildlife, would be a lot of noises in the night, but nothing. I hear an owl before, but no leaves that are in movement, no deer howling. I remember when I heard the first time a deer howling, that hoo, 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 but very high and very fast. I was pretty afraid because I thought this was a dog, and I was alone in the night, and I thought, who is coming with a dog to me? What this person want from me? But it was only a deer. So this is a noise that the most people don't expect to hear from a deer. And in general, people that don't know the outdoor sleeping are afraid of each noise. I can completely understand that because it was nothing else when I was the first times alone outdoors. A mouse can be so loud, or just an insect. There are those, weißt du, was Käfer heißt? This beetle, such a shit beetle. There are those black, fat beetles, and when they walk over leaves, it's so loud. You think there is coming a hedgehog or something else. Or, yeah, I only wake up in the night when I think this is not an animal noise. my brain told me this noise could be a human noise. Wake up. Everything else isn't hearable for me because I already know this sounds, but yeah, for other people this could be pretty, yeah, they could be being afraid of that. The creek has lost half of the water. At first I thought this is not real, but then I check out different places and it's not so much water anymore. And maybe when you remember, as we walked up, there are areas around the creek where the grass is pretty flat, so you can see that the water was pretty close before, higher than this grass area, because the grass is standing up again after a few days. So it has to be fresh. And yeah, this is something that people, I think she heard something. No, I thought she's, but she's only in sleep. So don't sleep too close to the river or to the creek, because if it's raining somewhere else and the water arrives you, it could happen that you have a flash flood and maybe you can't run away. So I'm here pretty close to the Alps, and if it's raining anywhere up to the mountains, I don't even notice it, but then suddenly the water came, and this is very dangerous, so be careful. So we leave now in bed. I hope I can put Aika upstairs to the hammocks, and I hope I will wake up fresh in the next morning, because my voice isn't clear and I woke up this morning with pain and yeah, under the head. It's not the neck, it's in front of the neck. I don't know the word. So I hope everything is well tomorrow in the morning. But I hope so, and we see us in the next morning in the yearly sunshine hours with fresh energy. The night was not so relaxed like we thought, but there was no noise or something. So Aika stayed up once in the night, and then she removed her whole tent. But yeah, the rest of the night was pretty quiet. But we don't feel so relaxed, like we should feel after this night. So we start in the day with a fire and coffee, makes everything better. I put water on the fire and I hope the pot is clean now, but I'm not really sure. Eika, Frühstück. Ein Happy für dich. What a beautiful morning. Sun is shining between the trees. The noise of the running water, the noise of the wood in the fire, bird sounds. Really, really beautiful. I'm happy to be here. Oh, nice. If you need energy between the meal times, use nuts. I always use roasted and salted nuts. They're giving you a lot of energy and don't need so much space in your backpack. Do you remember the mushroom that I showed you yesterday, the tree mushroom? This here is the tinder fungus. And like I told you yesterday, this is already used since the Stone Age. We know today that they use it for carrying the ember for a long distance. You know, the Stone Age people doesn't stay for such a long time at one place if they don't find enough food, or if something changed in their surrounding area, like water, for example, they move to another place. And fire is a very essential having in this time, because having fire means possible to have warm, to protect from animals, to cook food, to preserve food. So they don't want to lose the fire. So they put a massive mushroom of this and put a big piece of ember inside, add another one on top, maybe a little bit of grass or moss between. And then when they are walking, from time to time they are blowing inside, that the ember is blowing out again, and then they can start a fire at another place. So we can already use this for the same procedure, but it's not really necessary at this time. We can also use it for mosquito protection, because I just put it in the ember before, and now it is there is smoke the whole time, and it doesn't smell bad. It's just smoke. And this smoke will protect you from mosquitoes, because the mosquitoes don't like the smoke, and it's already harder for them to smell you through the smoke. You can also use it for smoking your house, so you know, cleaning from bad energies. not only this one, but also, and in a part of the Bavarian Great Woods, not at the German side, there is also at this time a tradition to make out of this mushroom leaf. There is a part inside which is brown, and they remove it, they make it wet, and then they walk with a hard tool over it, make it wet, and doing the procedure for a long time. And still today, some of them are producing mushroom leader heads in this, with this process. Very interesting. So when you find one, put it in your bag, bring it home, put a hole between the mushroom, put a metal string between it, then you can hang it over the fire till it burns or smokes, or just put a lighter under it, and then with the metal string you can put it beside your camp at a tree branch, and then you will be mosquito free. Remember my words. My bushcraft course partner already packed a lot of our stuff. Hammock, isolation pad, isolation bag, everything is away. This is very great if I don't have to do everything alone, because it's much faster, of course. Yeah, and now I just want to sit a little bit at the fire, staring silly inside of the flames and sorting my thoughts. And this here is the dry bag I'm talking about yesterday. If I make a fire in the summer months, I add here inside water. I think 3 liter fits inside. Fill it up, close it, then I hang it next to the fire at a tree or just lay it at the ground. And if something is out of control, what never happened before, I can just add 3 liter of water over the fire, and everything is fine. And the not endless water resource is direct beside me. So this is normally to let your phone and stuff dry it, but you also can use it in the other way. Eika, bist du zufrieden mit deinem Stock? Ja? Ist alles im Blick da drüben, gell? Please prepare my goat milk bath. Yeah, not everyone can be Cleopatra. I hang my clock inside this creek before. There's a thermometer inside, and it says it has 11 degrees, so pretty cold. These are early spring temperatures outside. So, but after a whole day at the campfire, sweating and then sweating in the sleeping bag in the night, you are covered with such a film around your skin, and I hate it. So would there be anywhere, a place where I can jump inside, I would jump inside, no matter how cold it is. But there isn't this possibility, so I built myself a small bath tube. So he is now going to the car, because here is no mobile phone possibility to WhatsApp or telephone. So that means that he has to go out till he arrives the car. There is a possibility for the mobile phone, and this means I have now 45 minutes for myself, and I use this time to go into the bathtub that I built before. Let's see how long I can stay in the water, because it's so cold, but I can't wait to get inside. there is nothing better than a cold bath in the morning. It makes everything better. I'm happy, I'm clean, I feel clean. The whole body feeling is much better with that. But what I really hate is that when I am clean now, I have to spray again my whole body with those mosquito spray, and this makes everything like, it feels like fat on the skin, and I really hate to do this now. People always say influencers have the high prices and the newest stuff, and I'm not an influencer, but I want to bring as an example the trousers that I have on today is the first Fjällräven trousers that I ever bought myself, and this is about 9, 10, 12 years ago, and it's already good. It has a few holes and the pockets are not there anymore, but it works, and yeah, why should I put this in the trash when it still works? Our backpacks are ready packed now, and we are on the way to leaving in a few seconds. So I hope you enjoyed this video. We enjoyed the time here a lot. We planned a lot more projects that we want to start and to finish, but sometimes the surrounding changed and you have to do the best and everything what's possible, and then in the end it's a great adventure too. So all the projects that I used, that I showed, are like every time down there in the video description. These are Amazon affiliate links. If you click on them, it costs you nothing. It has nothing negative for you. But if you click and if you buy something, I've got a provision from Amazon, a few cents, and from this way you also can help me out a little bit if you want. So stay tuned. The next video will come soon. And I hope you have a great time. We see us. Bye bye!